Hi, it's Barton here from Lung and Sleep. Today I wanted to talk to you about sleep apnea. Now, there are two main types of sleep apnea. There's obstructive sleep apnea, and this is where our upper airway obstructs our breathing. Then there's also central sleep apnea. This is where there is a reduced drive to breathe. So this might occur after strokes or might occur in the setting of heart failure, where the upper airway is open, but there is actually just a reduction in breathing leading to low oxygen levels and the carbon dioxide levels rise, and this can cycle throughout the night. Now, obstructive sleep apnea is much more common, and so from now on I'm going to concentrate on obstructive sleep apnea. So our upper airway here is held open essentially by muscle. And so during the day we hold our airway open so that we can breathe in and out through an open airway. At night time, that airway becomes relaxed and floppy. And that floppiness of the airway causes vibration like this, which is what causes snoring. If the airway closes enough to slow our breathing down, enough to drop our oxygen levels a bit, or if our airway shuts completely, then our body senses that, or might sense the drop in oxygen level and causes us to wake up or arouse from sleep, open up our airway, take a big breath in, our oxygen levels come back up again, and we fall back to sleep. Now that cycle might occur quickly and you may not realise that you've woken up and gone straight back to sleep. If you don't go straight back to sleep, then you may realise and remember having woken up. However, if that cycle occurs frequently throughout the night, then the result is fragmented sleep. Because instead of having good quality sleep, we go sleep, wake, sleep, wake, sleep, wake, sleep, wake. And if that occurs throughout the night, then it causes fragmented sleep. And the main problem with that is poor quality sleep, leading to feeling unrefreshed in the morning when you get up and sleepy throughout the day. So the main problem with obstructive sleep apnea is that daytime sleepiness. And the main risk with significant sleepiness is that we could fall asleep while driving and have a car accident. And that's really the worst thing that can happen to someone with significant obstructive sleep apnea. And it's a direct result of sleepiness. And sleepiness is different to fatigue. Sleepiness really means the ability to easily or quickly fall asleep. So if you're sitting down on the couch taking it easy and you fall asleep, that would suggest that you're overall too sleepy, where fatigue is more of a lack of energy. So people who are genuinely sleepy and fall asleep easily have an increased risk of car accident. However, there are lots of other symptoms that sleep apnea can cause, and some of those relate to the sleepiness. Now, sleep apnea certainly increases the risk of depression. It also contributes to poor mood and irritability or poor memory, and affects our ability to concentrate, sometimes at work or at school while studying. Sleep apnea can also cause frequently having to get up throughout the night to go to the toilet, which is called nocturia. Sometimes it causes headache in the morning and can even sometimes present with cough, because that vibration of the upper airway throughout the night can cause irritation and can cause cough during the day. Now, people are always concerned about the possibility of increased risk of high blood pressure, heart attack and stroke if they've got sleep apnea. Now, that can be the case. However, the risk is only increased in those patients who have severe sleep apnea. So when they're breathing, their airway closes or shuts at least 30 times or more per hour. And especially when it's associated with low oxygen levels throughout the night. And that is the case where treatment of sleep apnea is important to try and reduce the risk of those health ill effects. However, for the majority of the time, the real reason for treating sleep apnea is to improve people's quality of life and to make them feel better overall. Nobody is going to die in their sleep of a heart attack or a stroke just because they've got sleep apnea. And certainly, if your sleep apnea is in the mild or moderate range and not severe, then that's actually not associated with an increased risk of high blood pressure, stroke or heart disease. So don't be scared into being treated for sleep apnea for the risk of those things the main thing is that we want to treat people with sleep apnea to make them feel better. Because there are other things that affect our cardiovascular risk and our risk of stroke and high blood pressure, such as healthy nutrition, weight loss. So rather than being concerned about sleep apnea causing those things, we can always think about other things that could be contributing to our risk. But what we do want to do is we want to treat people with sleep apnea who have symptoms of their sleep apnea, because if treatment of their sleep apnea improves their symptoms, then it's worthwhile, improves quality of life, makes people feel better, improves their mood, and overall contributes to better overall health. So hopefully that's useful in helping understand sleep apnea and where it fits in to healthcare in general. I hope you found that interesting. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll continue to put out videos that you'll hopefully find interesting, and you'll be the first to be notified when I do new videos. Please also put comments if you'd like me to do videos about something else that you might find interesting, and I'd be happy to do that too. Okay, I'll see you again soon.